Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and a quick hobby update this week. I haven't been on for a little while. Just wanted to let you know how I'm getting on with some of my projects, existing and plans for new ones as well. I'm going to do a short video on one of these shortly, but my Italian Wars 10mm continues to gather pace. You'll see down here in front of me, these are all undercoated at the moment. These are my Arquebus shot Spanish infantrymen, which will be supporting my Spanish tercios. I've actually painted and completed 2 of those, minus these elements. So what I've decided to do is go for big bases, 10 centimetre square, with my pike and my sword and bucklermen on, and then I will have these chaps as individual bases, making up the 4 corners of the tertio, or indeed using them if needed as separate units. That gives me a little bit of unit flexibility for my Italian Wars project. So that's the 10mm. I haven't started my 2mm ACW chaps yet. I've got a number of those sort of to go. They shouldn't take too long once I get going with them. I've bought some figures from TumblingDice. So as you'll have seen from an earlier video, I went to Partisan a few weeks ago, and one of my only purchases on the day was a little starter set of some 1/4/800 scale Renaissance sailing ships and galleys. Something in the back of my mind I've been sort of keen to do for a while now is recreate the Battle of Lepanto. I think something about it that fascinates me. It's the crossover between galleys and sail, and it's one of those last major battles that encompassed both. So you've got the holy sort of Christian sides, Venice, Spain, the Italian states, etc. on one side, Maltese, and then you got the Ottomans, the Muslim side states on the other. And I like the battle anyway. I've done a lot of reading on it. It's very interesting, and of course it was quite a monumental engagement, and was quite important in terms of how the Mediterranean looked thereafter, the balances of power, etc. So it's a project that will take me a little while. It's something I'll build on over a long period of time. The ship sizes are very small. My plan is to basically adapt some rules that I've bought, and what I want to do is base up a couple of ships, or for the smaller ones more, on a base, probably hexagonal bases, which again gives me flexibility to either use a hex based cloth, sea cloth, or indeed excuse me, or indeed a normal sea cloth, because the rules I'm looking at are not specific to hexes, but of course a lot of naval rules do benefit from using hexes. So I saw at Partisan some of the naval battles with these scale of ships, multiple ships to a base, that look very effective, and I think it just simplifies the game a little bit as well. I've got some of those already done previously here, and I'm not sure, again, scale wise and also manufacturer who actually made these. I'm going to show you on the camera in a moment some of them, just to give you a flavour. But I think, having looked at the TumblingDice ones, they're very, very close in scale size, and I think these ships melded in with the other ones on hex bases, with a little bit of work by myself, will fit nicely, and work very well in that scale. So let's just zoom the camera in and show you a little bit of that, just to give you a bit of an idea of what's going on, and just to sort of show you some of the models that I've had through from them, TumblingDice that is, and how they reflect in terms of scale size. Obviously these are predominantly sailing ships, and the difference with TumblingDice is that they are already on a sea base as such, as part of the moulding sculpt, whereas the ones I've got aren't. So you know, you'll be able to get a bit of a feel there for the scale differences. So what I'll do is finish off the video showing you a little bit of that. The rules that I've been looking at using are galleys and galleons. This is a Ganesha Games rule set, came out a little while ago. It's a lovely little booklet, 2015 booklet. I love the style it's written in, but for me it's a very adaptable rule set, and I think could work really well for my planned Lepanto game. The only thing I may have to do is scale the rules to cope with the size of troops, i.e. ship bases that I will have on the table, but I think it is quite adaptable, and the core elements certainly I would stick with. So I'll just zoom in, show you a little bit of the ships, and then I'll finish off by showing you my first attempt at some 10mm Spanish tercios, and I hope you like them. See you all again soon.